Hey guys, I just hopped on. How's everyone doing today? Today, once again, I'm going to be answering your Amazon FBA related questions. If you have any questions about selling on Amazon, this is your opportunity to ask those. Whether or not you're watching it in the actual live or if you're watching it on the replay, feel free to comment your questions. And if you're watching it on the replay, then I'll do my best to answer those later on, like whenever I can. So I'm live on both TikTok and YouTube right now. So yeah, ask your guys' questions and I want to answer them for you and help you guys learn how to sell on Amazon FBA. Cool hat, dude. Thank you. Is EAN from Asia from GS1 okay to use with Amazon new item? Uh, yeah, I'm not sure about that. I don't do any sort of private labels, so I'm not totally sure about that. So I am an e-commerce seller on Amazon. I've built the business from literally like $1,000 back in 20, was it 2013? Yeah, 2013 is when I started, and then I built the business. I built the business from. I just signed up for your leads. I don't have leads. There, just so you guys are aware, if you're getting people that say that they want you to WhatsApp me, there's a lot of fake accounts, people impersonating me. So just keep that in mind because I don't have leads. So I hope that you didn't get taken advantage of by one of these scammers. You were in Hamilton? And no, I'm not in Hamilton. Hamilton just happens to be my middle name. So uh, that's why I use that name. Where do you source? So I source from all sorts of online retailers. An example of somewhere that I source from is Walmart. Mythios, just want to confirm, what did you mean by you just sign up for my leads? How much money can I make after your course? USA, how much do you have to invest? That'd be my question for you. Because it really depends on how much you have to invest. Are you in Canada or the USA? I am in Canada. Oh my gosh. Apparently, I don't know how to drink. Spilling everywhere. I was trying to do multiple things at once. So we'll cover that up. Thanks for the likes, guys, on YouTube. So 5K to invest. Okay, so what I always say is, okay, say you have $5,000 in inventory, you sell through half of that. So you sell 2,500 at a 20% profit margin, you make about $500 a month to start with. And then as you reinvest those profits into additional inventory, then that number can definitely grow. What repricer do I use? I use Repricer Express. Tech, what's going on? Thanks for being here again. That's awesome. Amazon takes 2 fees when you sell via FBA. It's all incorporated into one fee, but yeah, there's the one total fee is what's included in that is the FBA fee plus the final value fee. Awesome. Jeez. So Westinghouse humidifiers marked down 75%, but not good sales on Amazon. Should I leave it? What are the monthly sales on that? And what's the competition like is what I would ask. It's a fairly high percentage. Yeah, I mean, definitely with FBA fees and the final value fees, it's Amazon's doing okay for themselves. Absolutely. What's a good amount to start with? I'm a total newbie when it comes to this stuff. Yeah, so I recommend starting with at least $1,000. $1,000 is ideal to start with when selling on Amazon. For those of you just hopping in, we are live on YouTube and TikTok, just waiting for more people to get in because I just hopped on both, so we don't have a lot of questions yet. Um, but yeah, okay, that sounds good. Do you do FBM too? No, I do not do FBM. I am 100% FBA now. I used to do FBM, but now I'm 100% FBA, which is nice. You don't have to ship stuff out yourself. The only stuff that's ever getting shipped out is stuff from the prep center to my Amazon warehouses now. So that's great. And for those of you who don't know what FBA and FBM is, FBA stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. That's when Amazon takes care of the fulfillment. FBM stands for Fulfillment by Merchant. That's when the merchant takes care of the shipping, which would be you as the Amazon seller. How do you find winning products to sell? Yeah, absolutely. So I recommend using a program called Tactical Arbitrage. That's where I find a large majority of the products that I sell on Amazon, and there you can find that program and you can get a 10-day free trial if you click the link in my bio. Do you sell in Amazon.ca too? Yes, I do. I live here in Canada, so yeah, I sell on both Amazon.ca and Amazon.com. And then the other marketplaces that I sell on both eBay sites, so ebay.ca and ebay.com. I sell on walmart.ca and I sell on bestbuy.ca. So I'm making sure to diversify myself on multiple marketplaces because the more that you can diversify yourself in multiple marketplaces, the more eyes that are going to see your product and the faster you're going to sell your stuff. So I recommend getting the online arbitrage plan for everything that I teach, and that is $89 a month. If you do want to scale up even faster, then you can go with the full suite, which I think is $119 or $129 a month. But you don't necessarily need that when you're just starting out. Do you always order samples before launching your product? So I don't do any product launching. Everything that I sell on Amazon is already well-known products, so I don't sell anything from like that I source from Alibaba or anything like that. Everything is purchased from online retailers and then resold on Amazon. What is the best way to get an account in Walmart.ca? So that's a good question. Walmart.ca is a very difficult one to get access to. They are very, very strict on who they let in as sellers. So to answer that question, it's not easy. For me, I signed up like 2.5 years before I actually got accepted, and the only reason that I got accepted is they seen how many sales I was making on Amazon, and then they came back to me and said, "Okay, do you wanna sell on our site now?" And, well, yeah, I've been trying to get on for 2.5 years, so of course I wanna sell on your site, and then so that's what happened. In the items you sell, what's the highest number of monthly sales you have? Of one item you have? Probably about 250 at this point. There's been times when I've had, like, products that were selling 1,000 a month, but yeah, I rate about now, probably about 250 in a month is my fastest selling product. How long did it take you to start making money, and how much did you start with on Amazon? Yeah, so it took me well, I started making money right away. I was making about $20 profit for every calculator that I was selling when I first started. So I started making money right away. And I started 9 years ago, and I started with about $1,000. Do you sell on Bonanza? No, I do not sell on Bonanza. I've never actually heard of that. Do you use payability to free up your money faster? No, I do not. I have promoted for payability in the past, so you may have seen some of my YouTube videos on that, but I don't personally use them. I'm able to. I have enough cash flow now where I can wait the 2 weeks and it's completely fine. Hey, I'm here for the interview. Sorry, I'm a little early. Not sure if this is the correct Skype link. Huh. There's trolls. Trolls. What was the biggest mistake you've made so far? Biggest mistake I made? Hmm. Not hiring VAs sooner, I think would have been probably one of my biggest mistakes. I wish I would have hired VAs sooner. Do you write your own listings? No, I piggyback off of existing listings. So I never create my own listings, never take my own pictures and stuff like that. How many different products do you currently sell? I sell about 100 different SKUs right now. Hello, bro. Hey, what's going on, Tariq? We're all caught up on questions. It's a bit of a slower live today from the past few days, but that's totally fine. We will wait for some more people to get in, wait for some more questions to come through, and then we will answer them for you. Um, do I have any stories I can tell that about selling on Amazon? Hmm. Okay, I'll tell a story. So this is how I got scammed with selling on Amazon FBA. So I was selling iPhones at the time. This is years ago, probably 5 or 6 years ago. I was selling iPhones at the time, and I had a customer purchase an iPhone from me. Great. So around $1,000. Purchases the iPhone. I sent it to him. At that time, I was drop shipping, so I sent it directly from Apple. And then it went to him. He said he didn't like it or something, made a return request. I accepted the request. He sent the item back, shipped it back in a little box. The box arrives at my door via Canada Post. Canada Post asked me to sign for the box. Great. So I signed for it. And after I signed for it, then I opened the box. Canada Post is long gone by that point. Not necessarily long gone, but they had just left. And after Canada Post left, then I opened the box, and in the box was a used PlayStation 2 controller. So probably about the same weight as an iPhone. So Amazon, if they were looking at it, they'd be like, well, it looks like it was the weight of the iPhone. You signed for it. So, anyways, back and forth with Amazon. And unfortunately, they took the buyer's side because the buyer knew exactly what they were doing. There's a reason they put signature confirmation on a $10 or $15 used PlayStation controller. And the reason that they did that is because they know most people who receive a package, they are going to sign for the package without opening the package right in front of Canada Post. So unfortunately, that was one of the times that I got scammed via return fraud. How do you source using TA or manual? So yeah, the majority of my sourcing comes through tactical arbitrage. I do a bit of manual sourcing as well, but the majority comes right through tactical arbitrage. Did you sell books too? I used to sell textbooks, but I never really sold too many books. That was here and there, but yeah, other than that, no, I didn't really sell too many books. How many different products do you sell? Around 100 different SKUs right now. How did you decide which product to sell? So yeah, I use a program called Tactical Arbitrage. It helps me to find products to resell on Amazon for a profit. Do you get do you get products shipped to your house and then ship them to a prep center? No, you can get them shipped directly to the prep center. You don't need to get them shipped to your house first. That would just add an additional cost, an additional shipping cost, and a step that is not required. Do you package items in Amazon packaging, or does the prep center do that? No, you don't need to package items in Amazon packaging because you can send it in a Walmart box. You can send it in a Target box. It doesn't matter. because as soon as Amazon receives that box, they're gonna open that box, recycle it, and then go ahead with scanning your inventory. Do you use online arbitrage deals website? I used to use it, but I don't use it anymore. Is your prep center in Canada, the US? I have prep centers in both Canada and the United States. Thank you for all those likes. Wow, we are at 500 likes. How did you get started? Yeah, so I started 9 years ago. I originally created an Amazon seller account, as I said, 9 years ago, and I started with purchasing used graphing calculators from eBay and then reselling them on Amazon for a profit. And that's how I got started. How much can you make doing this? It really depends how much you have to invest. So I always ask, how much do you have to invest in inventory? Then I can tell you approximately how much you can make. Obviously, I can't give you that exact number just because it varies completely seller by seller. Thank you for the follow. Okay, sorry if you already answered. Do you do your own listing? No. Everything that I list on Amazon is piggybacked off of an existing listing. I find the tactical arbitrage can only scan a few stores in Canada. No, it scans quite a few. You just gotta deselect the UPC, like only UPC sites, and then you'll get a lot more you get a lot more options. But of course, there's way more options in the United States than there is in Canada. Have you ever had a retailer refuse to ship to prep center? Yes, once. One of my prep centers, they would not ship it to it because when they Googled the address, it said that it was a freight forwarder, and that particular company did not ship to a freight forwarder. So yeah, that's what happened with that. But yeah, the one time I did have one retailer I did have that issue with. With branding, did you have to wait a while or um yeah, so I purchase items from online retailers that are already well known, so I don't do any sort of branding. Thanks for all those likes, guys. Everyone who's double tapping their screen, I really appreciate that. We are at 1,500 likes already, and we just hopped on. And we are at 3 likes on the YouTube channel, so that's awesome. I need to figure this out. So tired of working in the corporate world, need to work for myself. Absolutely. Is there products to avoid? Yeah, avoid anything like Apple TV or Kindle or anything that Amazon sells, or like anything Amazon Basics, avoid all that stuff. I mean, you'd be gated in it anyways, but just off the top of my head, that's stuff you're going to want to avoid. If you have 100K, how much can you make? Okay, so 100K invested, let's say all that inventory is at Amazon. You sell through half of it in a month, so you sell 50K in a month at a 20% profit margin, that'd be about 10K profit. But that once again is assuming that you sell through half of your inventory, that all of your inventory is at Amazon. That assumes that you're at a 20% profit margin on everything. So there's multiple assumptions in that, but you could make 10K. Do you work one-on-one if say I reached out? Yes. So I do one-on-one training. I have a step-by-step course that teaches you how to sell on Amazon. So the step-by-step course is $9.97. If you want a 1-hour Skype call or a 1-hour Zoom call, then that is an additional $200 on top of the course. If you do not buy the course, then the one-on-one Skype call or one-on-one Zoom call consulting is 500 US per hour. Interesting. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Thanks for being in the live. I appreciate that. What do you do with inventory that just doesn't sell? Thankfully, I don't run into that too much anymore. But when it does happen, then I either lower the price, and if it still doesn't sell, if I've lowered the price significantly, it still doesn't sell, then I will get the item returned back to me using a removal order through Seller Central. And then after the removal order, I will list that item on Craigslist, Kijiji, or Facebook Marketplace to clear out that inventory. Thank you for all those likes. I can't believe we're at 2,200 likes already. Everyone who's in here, keep double tapping your screen. It helps to get more and more people in here, helps to grow the live. Then we get more people in, better questions, better answers, and it just helps everyone. Thank you for all those likes, guys. 2,500 likes already. Keep double tapping that screen. Let's see how many likes we can get in this live. I need to have another phone over here, and on another tripod, and I need to be on Instagram Live as well. So then I would be on 3 different platforms at once, and then I think we would get the most valuable questions. But that's gonna be down the road. I'll have to see if I have another phone that I can connect to Wi-Fi and then download the TikTok app on and then get started with that, because I think that'd be a good idea. If you can be on all 3 platforms at once, you're gonna get the most people in. So yeah. What do you or what percentage do you recommend OA be when buying for beginner? What percent of what? What do you mean by that? Wow, thanks for all those likes. 3,100 likes. You guys are tapping your screens like crazy. That is awesome. And if you're in the YouTube live, please give it a thumbs up as well. Helps to get more people in here. ROI? What are my finger hurts, lol. Thanks for tapping that screen. Don't hurt your finger. Um, what ROI do I recommend? Around 30% is ideal. What do you guys think of this background? Do you like the background? Would you change anything about it? I like these bookshelves and then the picture in between. It's okay. Switch my thumb now. You're using a different thumb. That's funny. What categories do you recommend? I recommend the home and kitchen category. That's probably my hottest selling category right now. Wow, 4,000 likes, guys. Keep sending those likes. That's awesome. I really appreciate it. Hi, are you federal corporation in Canada or provincial? I am federally incorporated. What are the 5 main factors you look at to see if a product is a hit or not? Yeah. So I look at sales rank, and then in addition to that, I look at monthly sales. I look at Keepa graphs. So there's 3. And then I look at how many other sellers there are. So the competition, there's 4. And I look at, then I run it through BuyBot Pro or just check through Tactical Arbitrage what the profit's going to be and the ROI. Do you only buy products that are on sale? No, I buy products that are at retail price and I buy products that are on sale. Most of your products you don't touch? Yes, well, 100 right now, 100% I don't touch. Everything's going to prep centers right now, which is nice. Not having to receive inventory all the time is very nice. So today so far, we've sold 14 units for $67.79. So it's a high average sales per order item day today. Hi, just found out your video. Do you do your own branding? Thanks for joining. No, I don't do my own branding. Everything that I sell is already brand name inventory, brand name products. So that's already well known stuff. So I don't have to do any branding, nor do I have to do any advertising. What's the hardest part of being an Amazon seller? The hardest part, that's a good question. The hardest part of being an Amazon seller is staying dedicated, staying focused, managing your time. What else? Yeah, staying on task, not getting distracted when you're supposed to be working, and just yeah, being self-motivated, getting stuff done early in the day, stuff like that. Is the prep center an Amazon thing or third party? So a prep center is a third party business and they are not affiliated with Amazon whatsoever. What do you think of private labeling? I am not a fan of private labeling. Reason being is I tried it in the past, a couple different products I launched, and both of them didn't have any success. They both should have had success, like after the research I did on them and stuff, but neither of them had success. So I don't necessarily believe in private labeling. I've had a lot of success with the online arbitrage business model. So that's why I have stuck with that. What do you even sell to make on lowest 16K on every 2 weeks? Like, are you just drop shipping? No, I don't do any drop shipping. My business model is the online arbitrage business model. So everything that I sell is purchased prior to selling it. So I own all of the inventory that I have. Thank you for the follow. And yeah, once again, I don't do any drop shipping. Yes, private labeling is a pain in the butt. That's funny. Yeah, I got stuck with 300 hand blenders, which I think I ended up just throwing in the garbage. It's like, what am I gonna do with them? And I kept a couple of them, but I think they broke or something because it was just there's such cheap stuff from Alibaba. And then the other thing that I had launched were these like drink holders that would go on the side of your desk. Um, I actually made a TikTok video about those, so you can check that video out about those drink holders that I didn't have success with. So once again, got stuck with about 300 of those, and those probably got thrown in the garbage too. Just another generic brand, not non-branded product. Yeah, so that's why I don't recommend private label to people, just because I didn't have success with it. If I would have had success with it, then maybe my answer would definitely be different. But since I didn't, then I don't teach it to you guys, and I also don't necessarily recommend it. Don't get me wrong, there are people who have success with it, but I think the success rates are lower than people make out to be on YouTube and stuff. Thank you for those likes. We are at almost 5,000 likes on TikTok, and we are at 5 likes on YouTube. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. Do you drop shipping too? What do you think of it? So no, I do not do any drop shipping. Everything that I sell on Amazon is purchased directly from online retailers, and then I resell that inventory on Amazon for a profit. But yeah, no drop shipping. I used to do drop shipping originally when I started on Amazon, but no, I don't do drop shipping anymore because it's against Amazon's terms of service. So I don't recommend any of you do it either, because there's a good chance you are going to get suspended, because all it takes is one customer saying, I received my inventory in a Walmart box. I could have bought that from Walmart for $50 and the Amazon seller sold it to me for 100. They go to Amazon about that. Amazon knows you're drop shipping. It's not a good idea. Just that you will run into problems that you will never imagine, even when you think you do all your homework. Yeah, with private label, you, you could run into a lot of problems and get a lot of returns, especially if you have like a cheap generic product, like something you bought for $2 that you're selling for 20. People expect it to be worth $20, but it's actually worth $2. Well, then you're gonna run into issues. If we're just starting out and not making millions of dollars, should we get a prep center or just ship to home? Ship from home. It's totally up to you. A prep center is an added cost, but it also takes a bit of the workload off of the business. So it depends if you have the time to do it or not. I say if you have the time, then just prep it yourself. If you don't, and you're doing it as like more of a side hustle, you're starting to build the business up, but you're working a 9 to 5, then you're not going to be home to receive inventory and stuff. Stuff could get still stolen off your front porch. So yeah, I say if you're working a 9 to 5 or you're really busy, then use a prep center. If you have a lot of extra time and you are looking to fill that time with this business, then I recommend just shipping it to your house and then shipping it out to an Amazon warehouse directly from your house. Wondering what app do you use for your business model right now and what do you recommend? Yeah, so the main app that I use to find products to sell on Amazon is Tactical Arbitrage. So in the description below, you will see a free 10-day trial of Tactical Arbitrage. Click that, get started with that 10-day trial. And then if you like it, you're finding profitable products, then stick with it. And then it becomes a paid subscription, which is about $89 a month. If you don't like it, then there's no obligation and you can cancel it right before those 10 days are over, and then you didn't have to pay anything. Uh, Questions. Do you only sell in Canada? Yes. No, sorry. No. I sell in Canada and the United States. Can you find what to sell by using Viral Launch? No, that is going to be a program that's going to help you to find um, private label products, and that's not what I recommend to do. Hey, how do you deal with taxes between USA and Canada? Do you have an LLC and LTD? So yeah, if you sell in the United States and you live in Canada, then you pay taxes in Canada. You don't have to worry about paying taxes in the United States. And no, I don't have an LLC or an LTD. What's up? I'm an Amazon seller getting my first product up. Just stopping in. Awesome. Congratulations on getting up and running on Amazon as a seller. That is awesome. Guys, if you're in the YouTube live, please give it a thumbs up. Helps to get more people in. We already got 5 likes. So that is awesome. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, no problem, guys. It's been a process, but glad I've done. That's awesome that you are all up and running. That is great. Gretchen, what do you do about taxes? So yeah, so I don't talk too much about taxes on TikTok or YouTube. The reason being is I am not an accountant. So I always say I recommend you reach out to your accountant regarding this. With that being said, to answer your question, very surface answer. What do I do about taxes? I pay taxes on the profit that I make. Whether I make profit in the United States or whether I make profit in Canada, I pay tax on the profit that I made in Canada. I don't have to pay any tax to the United States because of the tax treaty between both countries. Do you buy online and send to Amazon directly? Yes, I buy online, but no, I do not send to Amazon directly. I buy online and send to a prep center who then sends to Amazon. What do you sell on Amazon? Check my other TikTok videos. I show exactly what I sell on Amazon. And actually, I show what I sell on Amazon on my YouTube as well. So feel free to check those out. Do you have a course that teaches everything? Yes. Click the link in my bio, and then it's the first link on the link tree. It's called the Fba Freedom Course. You can find it at fbafreedomcourse.com. It is $997 US. And if you want to add a 1-hour Skype call, then it's an additional $200. So you pay taxes when, oh, you're talking about sales tax. Yeah. So when you purchase the item, if you are shipping to a tax-free state, then you do not have to pay sales tax. Every other time you do have to pay sales tax. And when you're purchasing an item for resale, if you pay sales tax on it, you will be able to get that money back. Screen name of YouTube or same name of YouTube. No, it is called Amazon and eBay Guru. That is my YouTube channel. So I'm live on both platforms. Prep center as in 3PL. Third party logistics. Yeah, essentially it is the same thing. But it has to be a 3PL that offers Amazon Prep. Thanks for the answer. No problem. Thank you. No problem. Thank you for all those likes, guys. Dilly Bar, thanks for all those likes. I appreciate it. What's going on? Does your course is a lifetime access? Yes, the course offers lifetime access, and you get my direct email, so you can ask me any questions along the way. If you have any questions, thank you, man. I appreciate it. And thank you for sharing the live. That's awesome. Is it hard to make a living out of selling on Amazon? That is a good question. Is it hard to make a living? Yeah, I mean, it's going to take a lot of hard work to replace a 9 to 5 job. Absolutely. Is it hard to make a side income off of Amazon? Not really. But is it hard to replace your full time income? Yeah, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of dedication, late night stuff like that. Most courses related to Amazon is outdated right now, especially after Amazon changes lately. So yeah, that's the beauty of my course. I'm constantly updating it, and you get lifetime access, plus you get lifetime updates. So anytime that I add an additional video to the course or an update video to the course, then you get an email and you can go and watch those videos. So the great thing is I've had a lot of new students lately. And so I've had a lot of recommendations of things that they would change or add to the course. And so I already filmed an additional 7 videos that I just have to edit still. And then once I edit them, once I edit those videos, then they will be added to the course. Everyone is different, but okay. Can you talk a little bit more about your course? Any success stories? Yeah, absolutely. So my course is made by me. It's a step-by-step course in selling on Amazon. And basically, I show you how to purchase items from online retailers and sell them online for a profit. With that being said, I built this business from the ground up in the past 9 years. So I started 9 years ago. I'm self-taught, and yeah, over the past 9 years, I'm sharing everything that I've learned along the way and show you how you guys can be successful. And in terms of success stories, absolutely. I have one student who is likely going to hit 7 figures in revenue this year. I have multiple students that are already in 6 figures in revenue. And that same student who is going to likely hit 7 figures hit, I think, 850 last year in sales. So yeah, that's my biggest student success story is the guy with 850. But then there's other people. There's a guy named Matt who just hopped on. He might even be in this live right now. I'm not sure, but there's a guy named Matt who just joined the course. Like I think he joined in November, but he's all up and running now, and he just made his first 5 sales, and he's at like already 1,200 in sales because he's following the same business model that I've taught, which is the high value products business model. So yeah, I have multiple success stories, and I'm actually just waiting for some students to create some success story videos or like testimonials. And then once I get those, I will be adding them to the course sign up page. Love it. Way to be. Thank you. Yes, love the success stories. Absolutely. All right. We are all caught up on questions. Did you use Jungle Scout or anything to help you get started? No, I did not use Jungle Scout. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. When I first started, I did not use Jungle Scout. Now I use Jungle Scout once in a while, like I have it, but yeah, I don't use it that much. Tactical Arbitrage is my biggest go-to program. What are your profit margins? Around 23%, anywhere from 18 to 23%. But yeah, lately it's been on average 23. Um, what kind of common problem that arbitrage seller will run into? Absolutely. So one of the most common problems that an seller will run into is they're running searches on tactical arbitrage, and then they find the best product in the world, but it is unfortunately gated. Gated means that you are not able to sell the item, so you have to go through an ungating service to get ungated in that brand or category. So that is the only way around it, especially with online arbitrage, is they're not going to accept retailer receipts in order to get ungated for a product. You focus primarily on higher ticket products? Yes, that is my niche, the high value product niche. My average sales per order item over the past 2 years for about 26 or 27,000 products is $200 per unit. So very high average sales per order item. What is good to sell? I don't want to lose money. Absolutely. So I don't watch or I don't tell you guys exactly what to sell, but what I do teach you, like in my course, is I teach you exactly how to find which products are actually going to sell. Is it better to use US or foreign wholesalers? I'm not sure. I don't personally do wholesale. Will you teach how to avoid the gated problem? No, I don't teach that. The only thing, because there isn't really a way around it. The only thing that I do give you is I give you access to an ungating service that actually works. And that is a paid service. So there's no real way around it, unfortunately. So no, I don't teach it in the course, but I do give you access to the ungating service that I recommend. But that's about it. See, I'm not gonna go and tell you guys, "Oh, I teach you how to get ungated and everything," because then you're gonna sign up for the course and then be like, "Well, where is that?" And you're gonna be like, that's not very trustworthy of you to say that you do that and then not." So I'm very transparent and straight up with you guys. May have missed this from before, but where you purchase products? I purchase products from online retailers like Walmart and Target. Tactical arbitrage. So the tactical website, it finds websites and products that are on sale. Not necessarily on sale, but it does find which items from retailers you can purchase and sell on Amazon for a profit based on the current selling price. We got 9 of you in here on YouTube. So if everyone can go ahead and give this live a thumbs up, that would really help. And I really would appreciate it. Thank you for sharing the live. Do you recommend full version of tactical arbitrage? No, I recommend people to just use the online arbitrage, which is $89 a month. If you have the extra money, then you can go with the full suite and get the Amazon flips as well. But you don't necessarily need it. Did you ever lose money? Bad choice? I mean, the only time that I ever lost money with selling on Amazon is when I was scammed by a customer on a return. That's the only time I really lost money. And then obviously there was the odd products that I would sell at a break even point or a small loss, but nothing major. Sorry for all the questions. Thanks for all the help. Don't be sorry. No, I appreciate the questions. The more questions we get, the more engaging the live can be. So yeah, no, I appreciate that. Don't be sorry. Does Amazon handle your returns? Do they come back to you? Yeah, so Amazon handles the returns. They get sent back to an FBA warehouse, and then you have to create a removal order in order to get those returns sent back to you. Is it possible to only sell one product and be effective? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible. If you found a really hot selling product that you could keep restocking, then it absolutely would be possible to just sell one product and be effective making money. But with that being said, you have to make sure that it's an item that you're able to restock, because if it's like a great item, but you can only buy it once, then unfortunately that's not going to be a great long-term product. Sorry, just curious. Started my journey with private labeling. Now I run into patient problem. Who I learned from, they didn't talk much of research, so that I could avoid it in the first place. Yeah. Once again, I don't recommend private label, so I'm sorry to hear that that the person you learned from didn't teach it properly. But yeah, I do not recommend private label. I recommend online arbitrage, and the reason I recommend it is because that's what I have had success with. If I would have had success with private label, then I would be teaching you guys private label. But unfortunately, I did not have success with it when I tried it. So I am sticking to what I know, which is the online arbitrage business model. Some people say to start selling with items from around your home. What are your thoughts on that? I only recommend that if the items around your home are brand new in box and you have the receipts for them. In the event that Amazon comes back with some sort of claim against you, then you can prove that the inventory that you have that you had around your house is authentic. How to know what is a good item to sell? Yeah, you want to check the sales rank and you want to check the Keepa graphs to ensure that the price has remained the same and that the item is actually going to sell. Hi, I'm new here. Are you selling a course? Yes, I have a step-by-step course in how to sell on Amazon. You click the link in my bio, and then it's the first link in the link tree, and you can go through the entire course curriculum. The course is 997 US dollars, and it teaches you step by step on how to sell on Amazon. And the name of the course is the FBA Freedom Course. Do you need insurance to sell? Yes, you need $1 million of liability insurance to be complying with Amazon's terms of service. If you're buying from Walmart, why aren't your buyers buying from Walmart at the lower price? Because a lot of buyers go directly to Amazon. And yeah, so that's the reason it works. Is people go directly to Amazon, they don't shop around. If you give me the course for free and it actually works, I will pay you $5,000. Do we have a deal? No, I don't offer any sort of service like that where I give the course for free, because then I would just be giving my course out for free. And even if the people succeed, then you would never hear back from them. So I have about a 70 to 80% success rate on my course, and the people who don't succeed are generally the people who do not ever take action. They don't create an Amazon seller account, or they don't ever go and buy products. So, how do I start when I have no idea what to do? So, yeah, the best way to start when you have no idea what to do is go through my TikTok and YouTube videos. And then once you've learned kind of the gist of it, then you could take my step by step course, which is called the FBA Freedom Course. And it is in the link in my bio. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. What are the major factors stopping people from scaling to $1 million sales? Not enough. Not enough to invest in inventory is the biggest factor, or not reinvesting profits into additional inventory. Those are the two biggest like limiting factors. Thanks for those likes, 702. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here again. So let's say you have 50K to invest, you have that all in inventory, it's all sent to Amazon. So then 50K, say you sell through half of that inventory in a month. So you sell through 25K at a 20% profit margin, that'd be about 5K a month. So you should be able to have about a 100% ROI on that as long as you reinvest those profits at, and that's assuming that you have a 20% profit margin and assuming that you sell through half of your inventory each month. Thanks for the time and info. I'm going to binge your videos over the weekend and go from there. That is awesome. Thank you. I appreciate that. You give out the best info. Glad I can join. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, 702. I appreciate that. Understood, but how achievable are those figures? Like I would say those are ballpark numbers. So like those are like I run anywhere from 18 to 23%. So that's a 20% profit is a pretty realistic number. I mean, of course, it could be 15, so then your profits could be a little bit lower. But I think that's a pretty realistic number. Selling through half of your inventory per month really depends on which inventory you buy. So that's kind of a subjective number. That could be lower, that could be higher. You could sell 100%, you could sell 10%. So I try to give rough estimates of what I would expect, but it really depends. So I would say they're definitely achievable, but not guaranteed. What happens when the customer sends back a purchase to the warehouse? Yeah, so say you send an inventory, say you send a piece of inventory to a customer or Amazon sends it to them. The customer decides, I don't want that product anymore. I'm going to send it back. So they send it back to Amazon. Then the return is handled by Amazon. Amazon receives it back into their inventory or into your inventory. And then you can create a removal order if the item is no longer sellable and you can get that sent back to your house. Or if the item is still sellable, then it will just go back into your inventory and be available for sale again. What is the minimum amount of money that I need to start with? I recommend at least $1,000 to invest in inventory prior to beginning selling on Amazon. There you guys. I'm just drafting up an email to one of my students who just enrolled in the course. Well, they enrolled in the course this morning. All right, we are all caught up on questions, so I can finish this email. What is the maximum recommended investment for starting out? There's no maximum. The minimum is 1,000 to invest in inventory. Oh, I see what you're saying. Would a $100,000 investment be an overwhelming amount of inventory? Yes, it absolutely would be overwhelming at first. But if you are using a prep center, then it's a realistic number. But if you're just starting it out of your house and you're never used to doing this, and then you go and order 100K of stuff and it shows up at your house, that's going to be a lot of inventory. So yeah, it would be overwhelming if you don't use a prep center. Do you use any outside help in any aspect of your business? Yes, absolutely. So I have virtual assistants in the Philippines. I have 5 of them. So two of them do my product sourcing through Tactical Arbitrage. One of them does my bookkeeping. One of them does my account health management, dealing with customers, dealing with reviews, feedback, stuff like that, dealing with open cases via Seller Central, and then my final virtual assistant manages all the rest of the VAs, make sure that everything stays in check, that they're staying on task, they answer any questions, and then I consult directly with them. If a lot of people are using tactical arbitrage and you find a product to buy, are there times when they're all sold out? Yeah, so there's time you'll get results all the time where the item is not in stock, and so you can filter that out, so you just see the products that are currently in stock. But even then, sometimes it'll say it's in stock and it's not always in stock. Tactical arbitrage is great, but it is not 100% perfect, like any sort of computer software. What would you say the difficulty level is for all this? How competent would an individual need to be? Good question. Difficulty level, that's a tough one, like, to put it on a scale of 1 to 10, like, I honestly don't know. It really varies for each person. Um, I think it also depends who you learn from and how you learn it. Whether you learn it on your own, it's gonna take longer to scale, longer to build up the business. If you learn it from someone who knows what they're doing, you have a step by step, then you will be able to scale a lot quicker. But with that being said, you need to be competent in the sense of understanding how Seller Central works. You need to be competent. You need to be somewhat computer literate, like understanding that. Yeah, I mean, difficulty level, I would say on average is probably, I don't, that's a tough one. Four to six, depending on the person, I guess, and depending who they learn from. I would say it's a higher difficulty level if you're just trying to teach yourself. Absolutely. Do you sell on eBay also? Yes, I do. I sell on eBay.com and eBay.ca, but my sales are very low on eBay. You'll see I posted a video today showing my eBay sales, and my eBay sales for the last 90 days, a measly $6,000. What happened? How long have you been in the game? I have been doing this for 9 years now. What products have the highest profit margins? Um, that's a good question. I don't really give out which products I sell margin wise, but check out my TikTok videos and I do show you exactly what I do sell. Category wise, right now, home and kitchen. Do you create any products of your own, like your own brand? No, I do not do any of that. Everything that I sell on Amazon is someone else's product that is already like a well-known brand. If you study runs into question how to ask for help. So yeah, if you do my step-by-step course, you get direct access to my email. So you get my direct email, and you can ask me any questions along the way. So yeah, feel free. Anything you have issues with, or if you want to see a video added to the course or something that isn't clear, just shoot me an email. What is the outline for your course? Yeah, so go to fbafreedomcourse.com or click the link in my bio, scroll down, and you will see the entire course curriculum. Um, I would show you on here, but I'm live on YouTube as well, right on this computer. So I'm actually I'm actually responding to one of my students right now. Who All right. That email has been sent now. Um, no problem at all. What aspect of this would you say is the most difficult? Perhaps product selection? Product selection? Yeah, probably. That's probably the most difficult. Sorry, guys. It just cut out for a second there. Thank you for sharing the live. What aspect of this would you say is the most difficult? Perhaps product selection? Yeah, product selection is probably one of the hardest aspects of the business, and making sure that you're purchasing items that you're actually allowed to sell on Amazon. So, what's the longest box dimensions you can send via FBA? Think my items are too big. I got too excited. Um, yeah, so it really depends. It depends if you are selling inventory, that you're shipping multiple boxes at a time. Or sorry, if you're shipping multiple products in a specific box, then that will determine whether or not you can uh yeah, how do I say that? Like it if it's 24 inches, if 24 inches long, if you're sending multiple items in a box. Sorry, guys, I think it cut out there for a second. Um, so it is 24 inches if you are shipping multiple items in the same box. But if it's an individual item that is longer than 24 inches, you are able to send it in as long as it's only one unit in that box. Any other difficult aspects? I mean, just Just I mean, one of the toughest aspects just starting out is that you will be gated in a bunch of different brands. So if you don't want to have to pay for an ungating service, then you have to stick to the products that are currently ungated for new sellers. What was the worst mistake you've made? I haven't really made too many mistakes along the way. Not too many that I can actually think of. Do you ever sell refurbished items? No, everything that I sell is brand new currently. Approximately what amount does the prep center charge? So, on average, a prep center charges about $8 for a 30-pound box. What is the minimum price we can get started with? So I recommend starting with at least $1,000 to invest in inventory. Do you advertise or create content to drive sales? Or do products sell themselves? Yeah. So no, I don't do any sort of advertising and I don't do any sort of content creation to drive sales to my products. Everything that I sell is already well-known brands, so there's no need. Thanks. Yeah, no worries. How much does the prep center charge? So yeah, on average, $8 for a 30-pound box. 1 second, guys. It might cut out for a second here. We should be back now. Sorry about that, guys. So an ungating service. So when a product is gated, it means that you are not eligible to sell it as a new seller or as any seller for that matter. If a product's gated, you're not eligible to sell it. If you are ungated, then you are eligible to sell it. So there is a service that I recommend that offers brand ungating and category ungating in order to um, yeah, in order to get ungated. Sorry. Yeah, so basically you can use the service to get ungated in products that you're currently not allowed to sell. Are you located in Canada or US? Which market gives you better return? I'm located in Canada. Better return. They're pretty close return percentage or like return on investment, but I sell way more in the United States. Okay, guys, today's gonna be a bit of a shorter live, so yeah, I think that's gonna end it for today. So thank you guys so much for being here. If you're watching this in the replay, feel free to comment those questions. Once again, thanks to everyone who came into the live, and I will see you guys next time.